First, I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
And I'm Rana Novini in for Michael Gargiulo this morning. Nice to be here with you all. We have Adelle Caballero watching some early slowdowns as Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa on this first full day of spring with our forecast.
Yes, the quick answer is yes, it's going to feel like it. Yeah, it's actually a beautiful day. 42 in West Orange coming in at 35. Not much of a breeze. It may be breezy at times today, but nothing getting in the way of a really lovely march now on the roads and the rails at this early hour. It's nice and quiet at the hall.
At least heading into it for now. But the one thing you do want to watch out.
President Trump are asking a judge to throw out the final report and evidence from a special grand jury investigating efforts by Trump and his allies to overturn the results of the 2020
developments in an investigation of an unsolved homicide from September of 1990.
New rules to protect against fires caused by lithium-ion batteries.
For construction, exit 67 out to exit 64. That's not the only thing slowing you down out there. Coming up, we'll break it all down for you in just a bit.
The city is taking a page from the past to try to recover from the pandemic.
They're removing the I, making it a we, and adding a C. Today in New York's Jessica Cunnington explained.
On that early morning commute, first one being the Grand Central Parkway westbound over by exit 10, the LIE. We've got a crash that takes out a lane. Now, if you are heading outbound at the Holland Tunnel, you've got your usual nightly construction there. All lanes are closed until about 5:30. But from the inbound side, the 139 approach, you've got intermittent full closures until 5 a.m. as well. So if you can, stick to the Turnpike approach instead. Also on the Turnpike northbound inner roadway, all lanes closed. Exit 8A to exit 11. Southbound outer, exit 14 down to exit 8, again for construction. That's all for now. Back to you, Darlene and Rana.
Okay, Adelle, thank you.
I mean, it's good. You know, let's normalize talking about mental health and get everybody the help they need.
I just started watching the show.
So good.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh,
it's so
He's
good,
been
and the way they
raving
handle all of that, the comedy and the emotion. Anyway,
it's great.
Good stuff.
It's so good. You should check it out.
But going on right now, and we have Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa with our first day of spring forecast.
Yeah,
feels great.
Beautiful. It's going to feel great. It's going to look great. I mean, it's a little chilly out there now, so just grab that. Saw that beautiful Brooklyn Bridge. We have Midwood at 41, Bushwick as well. Belrose down to 34 degrees. Muttontown now coming in at 30. The big weather issue for commuters this morning, Adelle. But what else are you watching?
You know what? The sun glare.
A new green energy project is coming to the waters off long
through there. Also, as a reminder, inbound Holland Tunnel 139 approach, intermittent full closures until about 5 a.m. So about another 15 minutes or so. Outbound side will remain closed until 5:30. And heading out to Queens Van Wyck Expressway northbound, exit 5 to exit 6. You've got 2 lanes closed again for construction. That's all for now. Back to you, Darlene.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that something you support?
Yeah, definitely. You're seeing it more and more on planes, you know, and I know parents many times didn't want to do it because, you know, it's heavy, it's bulky, it's expensive, but it really is the safest way.
We'll do whatever is best.
Safe, yes, for sure. And keep them still.
Exactly.
Let's be honest.
Buckle them in.
Let's be honest.
Keep them happy.
Strap them down.
Happy baby, happy mommy.
Exactly.
All right, if you're trying
to get around an issue on the Garden State Parkway in just a moment, but first we have Maria LaRosa with today's forecast. Good morning.
Good morning. A lot like yesterday, you'll want the heavier jacket out the door. It's got for you. What are you watching right now?
We've definitely got a few
attorneys for former President Trump are asking a judge to throw out the final report and evidence from a special grand jury investigating efforts by Trump and his allies to overturn the results of the 2020 election. Rules to protect against fires caused by lithium-ion batteries.
A crash on the BQE that's going to slow you down. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. Happy spring.
Happy spring, and it's showing up for us today.
Yet after the Manhattan grand jury investigating the hush money case against the former president wrapped up its work on Monday.
And that grand jury is not set to return until tomorrow, but there has been some overnight social media activity from the former president.
And there's a lot of talking and exchanging of information.
Communication
Usually
hub.
It's hilarious. Usually. But I mean, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Like my husband's been going to the same barber for years.
Right.
So, you know, they have that really
trust.
strong.
It's family.
Yes,
There's
exactly.
Trust for sure.
All right.
All right, clean cuts today, fresh out the door.
Tomorrow.
And there are, however, preparations happening in the city for potential unrest. We have team coverage this morning from our newsroom and from Lower Manhattan. We begin first with
the banking system will be the main topic when the American Bankers Association's annual summit begins today in Washington. Contributions, right, to arts and music.
Yes,
good stuff.
Good list.
On a spring day.
I know we got a good forecast. Loving this brighter sky right now with that sun coming up in about about it.
Yeah, I wish. There are bad news.
Delays on 2 major roadways, and we have Maria LaRosa with our first day of spring forecast, feeling like spring.
Yes, loving it. Yeah, we're really going to enjoy today because we do have the cloud.
Tuition, housing, food, and books. The cost of college can be steep and stressful for students and their parents.
But when it comes to getting scholarships, today New York's Linda Beccaro might have some tips to be in the top of the class. We look to the future.
We being the key word.
Really a tough go right now heading out to your